One of the most common questions that I get asked about podcasting is how do you actually make money from a podcast? And after working with hundreds of aspiring podcasters now to launch their first episode, I realized that most people just think of one way, which is securing brand sponsors. In this video, I'll show you how you can secure a brand sponsor, but I'll also tell you about 4 other ways you can monetize a podcast and actually get paid to podcast. When partnering with brands, it's very important that you know your audience, who they are, where they live, what they care about, and that you target brands that are going after that exact same audience. Once you've created a list of potential brands to work with, go on LinkedIn, look up that company, and find people that work there that have the title partnerships somewhere in their job description. Reach out and just ask if you can have an intro call where you can learn as much about their role and what they look for in a partnership as possible. Follow up with a pitch that includes a multi-touch campaign. So I never just sell an ad on my podcast. I'll offer them a shout out on Instagram. I'll include them in my email newsletter, blog post, Facebook group. Really go for a multi-touch campaign, especially if you don't have a ton of downloads yet. If you're not comfortable pitching brands, you can always join a podcast network, which actually brings brands to you in exchange for a commission on every single sale. Another way for you to monetize your podcast is through gated content. So rather than charging the brand, in this case, you'd be charging the listener. There's a very popular website for this called Patreon, which allows you to create a paid monthly membership for your podcast listeners. How this would work is you could still have your free episodes available anywhere podcasts are found, but in the episode you might say, for part 2 of this, or to go behind the scenes, or to get the premium next level version of this episode, join my monthly membership. Inside the membership, they'd get access to premium content, perhaps Q&A sessions with you, or different perks. Maybe you're doing events or products, they can get first dibs or discounts. What you charge the listener is completely up to you, and you can have different tiers depending on the package you want to offer. The third way for you to monetize your podcast is through affiliate marketing. This is when you think about brands that you already recommend anyway, or perhaps different products or resources that would align with an episode that you're creating that you could naturally talk about, and sign up for their affiliate marketing program. Almost every company has one of these now. Literally just search brand affiliate marketing, and what they'll do is they'll give you your own unique affiliate tracking link. You're going to include this link in your show notes, in a blog post, anywhere that you can include a link for that episode. Anyone who clicks on that link, you'll either get paid for driving traffic, or more commonly, you'll get a commission if anyone actually buys. My pro tip for this is to create a vanity URL, which is easy to remember and say on podcasts, but still tracks. So you could say, hey, to access this offer, go to whatsyourfree.com/QuickBooks, if that's the brand that you're recommending. Another way that you can monetize your podcast is to use it as a sales channel for your own products and services that you might be offering in your business. I've tested this with both physical products in an e-commerce store, as well as selling service-based products like consulting or coaching calls, and both have totally worked. Rather than having to spend a ton of money on advertising, you could just promote your own products and services in your podcast. If you don't have a business already and that you're selling different products, you can sell merch for your podcast. So maybe you can create a brand and your listeners are really proud to be part of the show, and you can sell cool branded socks or journals or mugs or all different kinds of merch as a way to monetize your podcast. My 5th and final suggestion for monetizing your podcast is to sell yourself. I've used my podcast as a way to position myself as an authority and an expert within my industry by creating podcast episodes that really showcase my knowledge and all the different education I've done and access to resources that I have. It really helps my listeners see me as an expert that they can trust. This has helped me to book paid consulting projects, paid speaking gigs, book deal opportunities, and secure new coaching clients. So selling yourself and really showcasing your authority is an amazing way to monetize your podcast. there you have it. 5 different ways that you can monetize your podcast. I hope this has been helpful. If you want to dive deeper into any of these topics, you can take my online course at launchapodcastonabudget.com. Or if you want to chat one-on-one, we can brainstorm any of these strategies with you. You can book a call with me for as low as $30 at whatsyourfree.com. Until then, happy podcasting.